to the gym, and I figured maybe I'll do a vlog since I'm just driving and I don't have anything to do, and I've been really terrible about YouTube. So some people, I asked what you guys want to see, and people were interested in seeing more vlog type videos. So I actually have, hopefully you can see me right now because I'm not even looking to see because I'm driving and I don't want to die. I'm probably going to be, right now I'm training for Ron, or what am I saying? Not Ron Nationals, the Arnold, which is in March. So I just started a new block, and currently I'm squatting 3 times a week, deadlifting twice a week. Oh no, I'm squatting 4 times a week now. Deadlifting twice a week and benching 4 times a week, and then adding in bodybuilding accessory work accordingly, because I am hopefully going to compete this next year in figure if I feel like I've made improvements. I might make my IFPA Pro debut. We'll see this year. I don't know. I think actually I have to make it this year because I got my pro card a year ago, and I think you have to make your pro debut within 2 years for you to still be a pro. I don't know. I have to look that up and make sure that's right. We'll see. I'm really wanting to make improvements right now. So, okay, I'm just blabbering because I've had my pre-workout and some caffeine. So yeah, alright, let's see if I can edit this and put this video together and put some training footage together, and I might do another little vlog. I don't know, let me know what you guys want to see. If it fits your macros videos, but they're kind of boring to me, so I don't want to just focus on food. I'd rather do some training footage for you guys. So yeah, so I'm gonna go train. I don't know, I feel like doing some random shit today, so yeah, time to deadlift and work on some glutes. Alright, bye guys. Alright, so I decided to add in a little bit of footage from some previous days. So this was actually on Saturday. I trained with some friends. I had 2 gals who I have met through figure competitions come to Columbus, and we actually trained at Beyond Limits, which is the gym that I train at. So this just shows me doing some face pulls, a different variation sitting on the floor, which I love because you can use a little bit more weight than if you're just standing. So we had a lot of fun. We did some squats and then did some back work. Ended up staying at the gym for probably 4 hours because it was just, just catching up, having fun. That's what we love to do, work out. And then just a little bit different, kind of an accessory back work that I had never tried that my friend Julie showed me. So that was fun. Just to kind of switch things up and train with some friends. So this was Monday. Squats. Tip: check both sides of the weight before you squat to make sure that you loaded the bar right. Sometimes when I'm listening to music and I get in a zone, or if someone interrupts me while I'm squatting and I get in a conversation, I've had that happen where I forget to load one side with additional plates, and then I end up squatting different weights on both sides. So, tip, very, very important. So these were sets of 8 with 255. So I just started a new block this week, so that's why I am showing this footage from earlier this week. I took Sunday off, so that training session that I had with friends, that was on Saturday. I usually take Sundays off. So Sunday was an off day. Monday was squats, bench, and some accessory work. So these felt really good. It's just an intro week, so pretty easy. Sets of 8 with 255. Really nothing too crazy the first week. Just really, kind of getting a feel for the weight, and so I only did 2 sets of 8. So with DUP training, which is daily undulating periodization, that's the powerlifting program that I follow. So progressively each week, the goal is to increase volume. So this was my second set of, and increasing volume is either by increasing sets, reps, weight. Volume is just reps times weight times sets for that particular exercise. So this was my second set, and sorry the view is a little funky here. I had my camera up and down as opposed to the landscape view, but these felt really good as well. Moving really fast, just pretty much an RPE of like, I don't even know, like really low, so which is good for my first week. So then next I had bench, and this I am currently benching actually 4 times a week. So my bench is my weakest lift, and if you follow me on Instagram or maybe you have listened to some of my prior videos, I have struggled with a shoulder injury for the past 2 years, so that's been something that has hindered my progress on bench, but it is coming along. I've noticed as I increased my frequency to 4 times a week, which I did several months ago. It's been a while. Gosh, I don't even know how long it's been. But my bench did start to go up, and also too as my body weight increases. I have gained some weight, which is good. I want to slowly be gaining weight, especially for figure purposes, building muscle, and also for my weight class. I currently weigh about 150 pounds at 5'7", and my weight class is 158, so I have some wiggle room. I have a lot of wiggle room. And my next competition, as I mentioned, well, first, this was 130 pounds for sets of 6, so just to mention that. So my next competition is the Arnold Classic. For USAPL, I'll be competing in 72 kilos, which is 158 pounds. So I have some wiggle room with my weight class. I'm only 150, and after my cut, actually, at Nationals, I weighed 142. So I'm typically very, very low in the weight class. So that gives me some flexibility with being able to gain a little bit of weight here in the off season. So this was Tuesday, the day after squats, 315 for 3 sets of 4, followed by an AMRAP. So that was my first set. This is my second. These felt amazing. I was pretty tired this day, so I was actually very surprised that these felt as fast as they did. As you can see, they're pretty much flying up. I do use a sumo stance, as if some of you follow me on Instagram, which I am KatieAnn100 on Instagram, and then Facebook, I'm facebook.com/ like KatieAnn Rutherford, I think. I'm not even sure what my Facebook is. You know that I do sumo. That's all I do. I don't do conventional. So I've been playing around with my stance a little bit. I've figured out that not a super wide stance, but not a super narrow. Pretty vague. Not a super wide, not a super narrow, but somewhere kind of in between works pretty well for me. So these felt really, really good. My deadlift has been coming up really strong. I felt like even since Nationals, I hit 375 at Nationals, and these sets of 4 are like crazy fast. I feel like I could definitely beat 375 currently. So that will be the goal for the Arnold. So this was my AMRAP, and I did a quick little outfit change. No, actually I just put a shirt over my other shirt because I felt like my belt was fitting a little bit too loose. So it's really, that's why I like actually the buckle as opposed to a lever, because then based on my waist size that day, you know, sodium, what time of the month it is, you know, all that fun stuff. Really depends kind of how big your waist is. So yeah, so that's why I like this one. So anyways, this was my AMRAP. Hit 10 reps. That is a new PR for me, which was crazy exciting. I honestly, well, you'll see here in a second, I had to stop because the weights kept falling off. That is a new, excuse me, as I yawn, that is a new volume PR for me, so very exciting. And even on the last rep, it felt like maybe an 8 RPE, so I had a couple reps left in the tank, but just stopped just to be safe. So I reset the weights and then went back at it because the weights were falling off. So even though I do bring my own clips to the gym, still kind of, you know, with sumo, the weights shaking on the ground, they sometimes come off, especially when I'm doing AMRAPs and I'm hitting a bunch of reps with a lot of weight. So that was 10 reps for this AMRAP, and kind of felt like cardio, which, if anyone's curious, I do not do any cardio outside of lifting right now, and I haven't in over a year. So I was pretty happy with that set. So next here, this was Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. 270 pounds for sets of 6. So not my lightest and not my heaviest squat day, so the medium squat day. So right now, actually here as I sit and record this tomorrow, I have 290 pound squats for sets of 4. So this was sets of 6 with 255, and then earlier, as you saw, I had 255 for sets of 8. So these felt really good, really fast. I love squats. Squats are life. Life is squats. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but I do really love squats. It's my strongest lift. So I hit 347 as my squat at Raw Nationals, hoping that I can progress and beat that at the Arnold. So I'd love to hit a 360 maybe. We'll see. This is my second set of 270 for 6 reps. And as you can see, I do chalk my back to help with grip in the bar, and I get a lot of questions on what I wear. I do have another YouTube video where I do explain kind of some of the powerlifting gear that I wear, but right here, as you can see, I am wearing the Adidas Powerlifts. Those are the shoes, the squat shoes I like to use. I'm wearing the Strong knee sleeves by Slingshot. They are not IPF approved, but they do meet the qualifications for USAPL knee sleeves. And then I'm wearing an Inzer 13mm belt. And the wraps are on my arms, help with a little bit of tendon release I've been having, and then wrist wraps are also from Slingshot. So some frequently asked questions about the stuff I use, but these felt really good, really fast, really smooth, feeling good this first week. So that was my second set, and then my third set actually felt the best. It's kind of funny, sometimes in my squats, the last set actually ends up feeling the best because I get really focused and just think of all the cues that I need to, I'm not really sure why it is, but usually my last set looks the best. So these felt really good. I really focused on driving through my heels, driving my knees out, hips back, big breath, bracing my core, even bracing my lats. It's super important, especially when you have a lot of weight on your back, to support the bar, support the weight on each side, and drive up with your hips and not your back. And that's something that I've been working on. My friend Rory Alter, she is a powerlifter and a physical therapist, and when I had a back injury back at Raw Nationals, one thing that I was having trouble with was lifting kind of the weight up with my back as opposed to driving through my hips when I squatted. So I've been working on that. Love squats, favorite lift, squats for life. Alright, bench, least favorite lift. So this was 100 and, okay, so earlier I made the mistake and said that I was lifting 130 for sets of 6. It was actually 125 for sets of 8. This is 130 for sets of 6. So here we go. This is the second set, and I did 3 sets here. I wear my belt when I bench because I notice it helps give me some better support, better core support. I still take, like with squats and like with deadlifts, I take a big breath before each rep, brace, and then do the rep. So this is my last set, and so I do notice that the belt does help with the bracing ability. And as you can see, I did chalk my back. And what is the mat there for? That helps with gripping. So actually a company sent me some grip shirts, and those are amazing, but it was in the laundry, so I resort to my Magic Bench Perfect. It just helps me stick to the bench better, and my butt not to slide as much, because it can slide, especially at this gym. This is a Lifetime gym, and they have kind of some commercial benches that slip. So this was today, Thursday. sets of 6 with 295 pounds. So this is just one set. I'm just showing the first set. I didn't put the second set in this footage, but these felt really good, really fast. If you follow me on Instagram, I did post one of these videos, or the other video of me doing 6 reps, and posted some tips that I think are when I deadlift. Deadlifts have been feeling super smooth recently, so these sets of 6 were pretty darn easy. Followed deadlifts with some stiff leg deadlifts and some other glute accessory work. So I also did hip thrusts, which I'm going to show a little bit later on. And I also did some glute ham raise and some calves. So overall, lower body kind of focused day. And so here is just a few accessory items that I like to do that I added in. These are actually from last week, not this week. So these are some a pull down variation that I like to do on the cable pull down. You can use some more weight because you're stabilizing your body weight on the floor. Just like in the first clip with the rear delt pulls, these are also great because you're not having to support yourself with your lower back. If you're standing, you're just sitting on the floor. So, so I actually did a drop set on the last set of these, and so as you can see, then I did the drop set. Usually if I do a drop set, I then do like 15 reps to burn out. I don't do drop sets very often, and I typically just go a couple reps shy of failure, but if I really want a good pump, then I drop the weight in half and do a few more reps. So these are glute ham raises from last Saturday, I believe. So these are one of my favorites. I love these, and they're harder than they may look. These have taken me a while to build up to. I didn't even used to be able to do one. So I love these for hamstrings, just accessory work. The majority of my hamstring volume comes from deadlifts, sumo deadlifts, but these are also great for some accessory work. And next, these are actually blood flow restriction hip thrusts. So as you can see, I have knee wraps around my legs, below my glutes, and at the top of my quads, and I'm using 135 pounds, and I'm dying. If you've ever done blood flow restriction, try it with hip thrusts, and you will want to pass out. But in a good way, really good booty pump. So these are some pull downs that I did earlier this week as well. Just showing you guys some accessory work, and some one-arm dumbbell rows. I post some on Instagram, but some people are, just interested in kind of what I do overall. So this is definitely kind of oh, there I am in the last rep failing. And then these are some rear delt pulls, another variation of these that I really have liked these recently because I had some shoulder issues, and I've noticed that strengthening my rear delts has really helped with my bench, and just preventing, strengthening, not using super heavy weight, and strengthening those muscles has helped with shoulder stability. And then, sometimes I just like to throw in a back walkover every once in a while. So if you follow me on Instagram, I posted the most amazing brownie recipe that you should definitely go and check out. These are seriously like the best brownies that I've made. And if you look at the ingredients, you might be a little wary because I used black beans and pumpkin and some other crap in there. But they are so good, and the macros on them are ridiculous. So I've been having these with some ice cream and some complete cookies every single day for pre-workout. So and then today I posted this photo just to kind of show people that it's a process. So the leftmost photo was me in 2011 following a clean eating diet when I was doing cardio twice a day, eating under 1,500 calories, eating only clean foods, and then 2 months later is a picture in the middle, weighing 160 pounds, so 140 pounds to 160 pounds. I gained 20 pounds in only a couple months, and then on the right is today, 150 pounds. So just really to demonstrate to others that first of all, the scale is not the only indication of progress. I mean, I weigh 10 more pounds on the right than I did on the far left. So, and I'm also a lot lower body fat percentage. And also, finding something sustainable is so important. Now that I follow flexible dieting, that I love, what I'm doing with powerlifting, I find so much more joy in the journey, and I think that that's so important. So, I hope that this was interesting for some of you guys and you enjoyed seeing my training footage. Let me know if you like this, and I will hopefully do some more here soon when I find the time. So thanks guys, really appreciate it.